Greetings! Welcome everybody. It's been a long time since I posted a YouTube video that was actually a YouTube video and not like a speedrun type of thing. The reason I'm here today though is actually to talk about this thing. The Gamesir X2 Type-c mobile controller. It's freaking awesome. We're going to talk about it, go through a few things, do an unboxing, and then show you how it plays with a few games. So let's take a look. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at the Gamesir X2 Type-c mobile gaming controller. This thing is surprisingly nice. So let's unbox it first. As you can see, it comes in a nice little case here. It's got a sticker on it. Let's open it up. So not only do they give you a nice case that you can store your whatever, your charger probably, but you get some accessories in here. Accessories! Let's see what you get. Come on. Alright, so I'm guessing contact information. You got a Gamesir sticker, and for some reason oh, there we go. It's like it's backwards. User manual, and I have no idea. Looks like a fake guitar pick, and some little grips. As you can see, these grips are kind of a little small, and then it just comes out like this. Oh, we got this little sticker here. Take that off. As you can see, it expands. The D-pad is really nice. You get a full range of motion on that. These are clicky. You got L3 and R3 functionality. The D-pads actually feel pretty good, maybe a little loose, but to be honest, I think this is actually really good. And then you've got the stack shoulder buttons here, which these are very clicky, but they are very accessible. You don't have to push very hard. It's unfortunately not analog, so once you press it, so that might impact some games if you're playing more modern games, like through streaming, things like that. These buttons are a little small, but I mean, in terms of the travel, it's pretty good. It's very clicky. And again, everything's good. It expands pretty far, so you can pretty much fit just about any Type-C device. Ooh, there's some gunk on it. Yeah, and this, as you can see here, it kind of flexes. So when you put your phone in, you don't have to worry about damaging your phone so much or scratching it, because this will move with you. So it'll make it easier to take in and put out your phone, all that good stuff. That's a look at what comes in the box. So there you go. That's the Gamesir Type-c X2. I said that wrong, but you know what it is, and it's great. I totally recommend it. So, how does it fare? Quick little update here for you. So, with the little grips added on, it makes a huge difference. Definitely gives you much more space. I would definitely recommend using the grips if you prefer having, you know, a little bit wider analog sticks, a little more space to maneuver. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah! Alright, so we're just going to take a quick look at how this performs. Right now I have loaded up Dragon Quest XI on Xbox Game Pass. And, I mean, give you some music, but like not that you need it. As you can see, control is amazing. The buttons are all responsive. Everything looks really good here. Now let's take a look at something a little bit more demanding, other than, you know, just your typical RPG. And let's take a look at something like a first-person shooter and see how this fares on the analog sticks and the triggers. Alright, so back to Game Pass, and right now I have Doom 2016 loading up. And we will see how she does with that. After that, we'll take a look at a few emulators, just to see, you know, how it does with the emulation. Spoiler alert, emulation runs great. But it's really a matter of seeing how it runs with things like Game Pass, because we really want to see how good these analog sticks are for shooters, for those of you who like to play shooters, and these triggers, if they're really, you know, functional, how they feel. Right now, I should let you know, my phone is the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. So, yeah. Let's go into campaign. Let's just continue. See how this fares. Sorry about the glare. Trying to reduce that as much as possible for you. I love this D-pad, by the way. It's just I wish the analog sticks were both lower and not in the Xbox position, because you're going to be using a lot. I find this is going to be great for emulation, and I just prefer having my D-pad with my control. Wow, I can't even think of the word. With my button inputs. Alright, here's Doom. Now, one thing I'll say, the D-pad on the right side seems to be not super responsive. The left one I feel is a little bit better. But as you can see, Doom is running great, and it's fully playable. The only problem is like, for really precise movements, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Oh, and of course when we get into a spot where there's dialogue, come on, let's just... There we go. Bethesda. id. Two of my greatest things ever. I love id. I love Bethesda. I love Doom. Anyone who's noticed is I tend to speedrun Doom, original Doom. So yeah, control is not bad. As you can see though, I'm finding with the right stick specifically, and some games like Doom will let you mess around with the sensitivity settings, so it'll help, but honestly I just wish that it was more one-to-one. It feels a little loose, if that makes sense to anybody. But anyway, the triggers, fully responsive. As you can see, I can pretty much shoot as fast as I can press it, so that is a bonus. And again, these buttons are great. The D-pad's great. The clicks, as good as you could want. Like, there's literally no latency when it comes to the controller. Obviously, Game Pass, you're going to have a bit of latency when you're streaming online games, and that can also make it so that it's a little, seems like, could impact on this, so your internet connection could vary. Bear that in mind. But yeah, there's just a quick run group of Doom, just to show you how it runs and show you what the analog sticks are like. Next, we'll take a look at a few emulators. Alright, here we have Street Fighter Alpha 3, running on a PlayStation 1 emulator. This emulator, I actually had to map the buttons, so just bear in mind, some of them you will need to map the buttons for, but generally speaking, most of the time, it's been pretty good at automatically recognizing the controller itself. I'm just gonna do a quick little test, show you how the D-pad performs, how the buttons do, show you my terrible skills, and forgive me, I'm a little sick right now while I film this. And by the way, I don't really have much Street Fighter skill, so take that for what it is. Okay, I'm clearly rusty. But as you can see, in terms of Street Fighter Alpha 3, it runs actually really well. Sorry, if there's a glare. Trying to play and also monitor the video quality makes it a lot harder. And I'm losing. Oh shit! Can we get the win? No, we can't. Oh yeah, we can. We got it in the last second. Anyway, I'll show you another PlayStation 1 game, and then we will move on to DS. Alright, and here we have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, again, running on PlayStation 1. So we're just going to do a quick little test to see how it performs. Again, check out the D-pad. You can play this, I believe, with the analog sticks, but I just find for a game like Tony Hawk, the D-pad is a little bit better. Alright, come on, game. Did I just exit out? I hope I didn't exit out. I did exit out. No! We'll skip ahead. Don't worry. Let's play! And let's see, can we get the spins? Yes, we get the spins. But yeah, as you can see, it runs really well. Again, with some emulators, you're going to have to pre-map the buttons. But otherwise, it's fully playable. I'm a little rusty, haven't played Tony Hawk in a little while. But that's how it goes. Anyway, next on I'll show you some DS emulation because, to be honest, one of the reasons why you want to own this and get this with your phone is for DS emulation. I find this thing is perfect for the Nintendo DS. So let's take a look. Alright, so if we're talking Nintendo DS emulation, there is only one emulator to be looking at here for Android, and that's Drastic. Highly recommend it. Don't recommend to really use anything else. And as you can see, I was previously playing a game of Mario Kart DS, so let's just continue. And the nice thing with Drastic is you can customize the two screens. The game itself runs super smooth on my S20, S21, whatever. So highly, highly, highly recommend this for Nintendo DS. Not only that, it's just because you have one of the best touchscreens in your phone. And any like handheld system that can emulate and has a touchscreen just won't live up to the quality of your phone screen. And this is by far, in my opinion, the best way to play the Nintendo DS. If you are a fan of that system, I highly recommend picking up the Gamesir X2 just to play Nintendo DS games on its own. Oh, go away, go away. Alright, next we'll take a look at another DS game. And here we have Castlevania. Skip over all this dialogue here. The thing that really makes this worthwhile is like these buttons are super responsive because you don't have any latency because it's not Bluetooth. It really, really makes a huge difference on, you know, playing these type of consoles. let's just skip over all that. And as you can see, they want me to do this. And it's perfect. Like, this is why you want this. You have the best touchscreen, you have like one of the best controllers. Alright, let's see how this fares. Oh, see, like, look at that. No latency from the input. I feel like this is a game where you could play games like Castlevania, no problem. Nothing to worry about. We'll take a look at one more DS game. Alright, so the last game we'll take a look at is a racing game. This is Trackmania Nations on the DS. I am a big fan of the Trackmania games. Highly recommend them. So much fun. Let's just do a quick little run here. And I'll show you. It plays really well. Trackmania is a game where input is very much needed to be on point to do well. So let's see how we do. Not doing the greatest right now. No, come on, at least get second. No, didn't beat my best. But this game is great fun, and it plays amazingly well with this controller. Let's do it again. Let's beat this. Let's beat it proper this time. With style. With style. With too much style. Oh, did I make it? No, I went over. No, too much style. Anyway. That is drastic. Running on the Gamesir X2. Okay, well, so that was the Gamesir X2 Type-c. So, overall impressions, I think it's amazing. It's a really good product. Totally worth checking out, especially if you're into emulation. You know, it plays great with Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I know I didn't show any video of that, but you can trust me on that. It works phenomenally well. And ideally, I highly recommend this if you're looking at playing Nintendo 3DS or DS games, because honestly, having your phone as a controller is so optimized for that. In terms of Game Pass, it works really well. Just note the buttons, if you're looking at the buttons, are a little reversed, so it kind of takes some memorization. But otherwise, for shooters, it's not ideal. It's totally manageable for shooters, but things like RPGs, racing games, things like that, it's going to respond very, very, very well. So overall, do I recommend this? Absolutely. You should definitely take a look at this controller. I 100% give you my overall recommendation on the Gamesir Type-c, X2, whatever. You know what it is. Anyway, I want to say thank you everybody for watching this video, and if you're interested in more content from me, I actually stream on Twitch twice a week minimum. I do party games, so if that's something that you might be interested in, be sure to look over there, check out the VODs, give me a follow, it's free to do. And as always, thank you everybody for checking it out. This is Retro Forward saying have a great day.
Come on, tough guy.